Welcome. I welcome all of you guys in the content writing class, in our content writing course, in which I'm gonna talk about everything related to content writing. So I welcome all of you guys again, and I'm sure you are going to enjoy this course, and it's gonna be fun, and it's gonna be very interesting, very easy. I made it simple and easier for you guys to understand it, and let's enjoy the learning process. So when I wanted to start content writing, there was a question which people asked me, and I also kept on asking myself that whether I can be a content writer or not, because I had this conception in my mind that those who do writing, those who do content writing, they have to have this skill in their genes. They have to have the skills, or maybe they're born with it. They have this art, they have this certain skill in their hand, they have this imaginative ideas with which they write, and that's why they're writer. So I can get confused, and I ask myself that whether I can be a writer or not. So that was a very confusing phase for me, and in the beginning I was very confused. So I did a lot of research about it, and I thought about it, and I asked people about it. So when we talk about the nature or skills, people who have creative ideas, right? They wrote something and it became so universal, they became famous, and it was something that has never been written before. So people who believe that content writing is in their genes, that they believe that they are able to write something that has never been written before, right? But on the other hand, there are people who believe that this content writing is because of the skills that you have acquired with the passage of time. Now that was also interesting, and I began to think whether it is because of I have the skill, or maybe I can acquire that skill. So I kept on asking myself this question, and finally I got the answer of this question. So when I started learning content writing, when I explored the content writing, I began to finalize that content writing is not something that you just have to have a creative mind. It can be learned, right? So let's suppose that you know nothing about writing an introduction, writing headlines, headings, or subheadings, or doing planning for a content. You don't know anything about the styles of writing. You don't know how to do a research for a project, for a topic. You don't know how to SEO optimize your content. You don't know how to avoid keyword stuffing, how to maintain a good keyword density, how to do the research, and how to use that research in the form of a draft and then form a content out of it. You don't know how to use it. You don't know how to use those things which are very important to rank your content. You don't know how to use the content writing tools. You don't know how to use the headline analyzer, how to check the plagiarism, how to create or write a heading that sells, that has a great SEO score. You don't know how to use Ludwig. You don't know how to use all the content writing tools. So how can you don't know how to use Arif or Grammarly or Ubersuggest, you don't know how to use Ludwig. So will you be able to do content writing? You don't know how to write a review article, which is a completely different thing. You don't know the structure of it. You don't know how to write it. You don't know how to research it. You don't know what are the steps involved in doing review writing. You don't know how to do keyword research, how to rank it, how to insert hyperlinks, how to get the backlinks, how to create a free portfolio website for your content, to showcase your content. You don't know how to write cover letters for the content writing. Will you be able to get any project without knowing all these things? The answer is absolutely not. Without understanding something, without knowing how to do that, you cannot really do that. That's a final verdict. You cannot write something without knowing how to write it. So in this course, you are gonna learn how to do content writing. And let me tell you something. We're not talking about the creative writing. We are talking about content writing. Some people confuse content writing with academic writing or creative writing. No, we are not talking about that. We are talking about content writing. And for content writing, you have to know how to do content writing. So welcome again to this course, and in this course we're gonna talk about how to do content writing. So stick around and enjoy this course with me. Thank you so much. See you guys in the next lecture.